Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brianna the Bunny Rabbit.
Ha ha ha. Hello everybody. Hello. Hello boys and girls. I'm Brianna the Bunny Rabbit. This is Blankety Blank, and aren't I cute? I've got my fluffy ears, my fluffy nose, my curly whiskers, my shiny eyes, and my beautiful dress. Oh, I feel ready to get on with the show, don't I, children? Hee 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 hee.
Get on with it.
Yes, I know what I'm doing. Where was I? Oh yes, our first guest comes all the way from a kitchen in a house somewhere in the UK, with other extraordinary bugs. Then he and the others worked at a cafe in the later series and caused more chaos there. So, from the Forgotten Show Bug Alert, will you please welcome Grubbug?
Ha, ha, ha.
So Grubbug, how are all the other bugs getting on?
Oh well, they're doing well I suppose, but I think they'll be watching me on the telly shouting, "Come on Grubbug." Oh, and didn't I recognize you more often on Bright Lunch? You were a lot bigger with your whiskers.
Yeah, right. That was weird. Our next guest comes from a farm, and like Grubbug over there, he too lives with other animals who love playing together and have fun. So, from McDonald's farm, please give it up for Woof Woof.
Oh, thanks everyone.
Thank you for being a fantastic audience.
Hang on, isn't that what we're supposed to say when the show ends?
Sorry, I can't help myself.
Anyways, the third guest also comes from a house, but it's magical, and it comes all the way from Wales. She lives there with Chloe the clock, Boris the bookshelf, and Mr. Mopple. From Step Inside, please give it up for Twinkle.
We're playing a game.
Speak for yourself.
Oh dear.
All right, there's no need to fight you two. Our fourth guest is a ragdoll that everybody knows and loves, and she's from the West Country, unlike Rosie and Jim who live in a canal boat at Birmingham. From the hit show Playdays, please give a huge round of applause to Peggy Patch.
Hello, I'm Peggy Patch.
Hello to you too. The fifth guest is from yet another magical house, but this guy here is from a house that you may think looks just like yours. From the Forgotten Show, a house that's just like yours, please give it up for Dusty the Mouse. And our last guest, believe it or not, is a forgotten friend of Sooty's. She originally came from Brazil, but she works at Hotel Sooty with Sooty Sweep Sue and little cousin Scampy, plus Richard and Vicky as well. Give it up now for Mickey the cat. So now that we've all introduced ourselves, shall we meet some charming contestants?
Oh yes,
Ha,
please.
ha, ha.
Great. Come on now, let's meet the two contestants who are desperate to play Blankety Blank. So here we have our first two contestants for today. Anthony, a hairdresser from Warwickshire, and Vicky, a playgroup teacher from Birmingham. Hey up Anthony, I can see that you sometimes give people you know some snazzy haircuts, because you've got one as well. Look at this.
Why yes, that's true actually. Most people say that I'm cool and awesome at my job, and they even think my tools look handy too. Say, do you need a trim by any chance?
Well, you're still never gonna give me or Brian a haircut, because for one reason, we haven't got hair, and another reason, we've all got an endless fur coat. I'm only saying. Now what do you do in your spare time, Anthony?
Well, I like reading, cleaning up the trimmed hair, looking after my salon and other things.
Oh, I do like your moustache, mister. I've always wished I'd have one like that, you know.
Grubbug really likes your moustache for some reason. Hey everyone, do you all like Anthony's trendy moustache? I thought as much, thank you. Now then Vicky, you must have had a hard time looking after the children in the playgroup. But did you enjoy it all?
Certainly, Brianna. We especially like having days out, singing nursery rhymes, learning new things, teaching the children vowels, etc. It's life-changing for them.
What do you do in your spare time?
If there's anything more I like the most, it has to be baking the most out of pastry and bread and cakes.
I don't know if this'll happen for real, but next time you're baking a cake, could you save one for me and a bunch please? A carrot cake, to be more specific? Oh come on, we love it. The object of the game is to match the answers of as many of the 6 celebrity panelists as possible on fill-in-the-blank statements. One of the contestants here is given a choice of 2 statements labeled either A or B. The statements themselves are written with comedic double entendre answers in mind. Now then, it's Anthony's turn to go first, so would you like A or B?
I'll go for B please, Brianna.
B it shall be then. Here we go. The owner of the Weekly Sun newspaper, Tony Gallagher, is keeping to his astronomical theme. He's calling his newest newspaper, the Weekly Blank. Take your time and... The owner of the Weekly Sun newspaper, Tony Gallagher, is keeping to his astronomical theme. He's calling his newest newspaper, the Weekly Blank. And now I'll say it again just to remind one of the contestants. The owner of the Weekly Sun newspaper, Tony Gallagher, is keeping to his astronomical theme. He's calling his newest newspaper, the Weekly Blank.
I wonder if that could be the moon.
Sounds simple enough. Good choice. Now let's see what our puppet friends have brought us.
I'd like to eat the moon one day.
Oh no, you're not Dusty. Why else would you think about that?
Because me and Smudge have always thought it was made out of cheese.
Cheese grommet. Well, you'd better look it up on the internet when you get back to your mouse hole. As for you Vicky, it's your turn now, so would you like A or B?
I'll go for A please.
A. Okay Vicky. Let's go. When the surgeon at our local hospital retired, they made him a cake in the shape of a blank. La-dee-da. When the surgeon at our local hospital retired, they made him a cake in the shape of a blank. Oh, and while you're writing your answer, woof woof, we've got an interesting clip to show you.
Ooh.
It's a clip of you having a go at playing rather clever music with Milk's bottles. Don't believe me, check it out.
There we are.
But Nene, I'm not thirsty.
We're not going to drink the milk, Woof Woof. We're going to play it.
Play it? I don't understand.
Just gently tap each bottle with the spoon and watch what happens. I mean, listen to what happens.
Wow! The milk bottles are making music.
Yes, each bottle makes a different musical note.
That's great, Nene.
Now that is something you don't see every day, but it'll certainly make the milkman happy every day, even if he doesn't want dogs barking at him at times. Anyways, when the surgeon at our local hospital retired, they made him a cake in the shape of a blank.
A stethoscope.
Oh, yummy dummy dumptious guess Vicky. Did everyone else think of that? Oh my word, not all of them. Woof woof's gone for bone. That's pretty much all you can think of, but it's not right. And Mickey's gone for, would you believe, a doctor. I suppose she doesn't really know what stethoscope means. So, as things stand for that first round, Anthony has 6 points, and Vicky only has 4, which means Anthony, my precious one, will you join me for the super match? You've played a good game, Vicky, but I'm afraid it's time for you to go. But you don't go empty-handed, thank goodness. You can still go away with a special Blankety Blank checkbook and pen. Join us after the break, me dears, where our thriving contestant Anthony from Warwickshire plays the super much game. And there will be 2 more contestants as well as some more hilarity from the puppet panelists. Don't go away now.
Welcome back to this special puppet edition of the new Blankety Blank. In case you've missed all the excitement after the break, we've had our thriving contestant Anthony, a hairdresser from Warwickshire, getting the most points for his answer from our delightful little gang of panelists. The Little Rascals. Which means he's just about to play the super match game, right now.
This is the super match game. We held a poll with the studio audience to ascertain what they thought was a correct phrase or saying. Rising in popularity, we have 50 blanks, 100 blanks and 150 blanks, and these are the prizes you could be winning on Blankety Blank.
For 50 blanks, we have something for everyone to have a go on. This Xbox One X with some games to play with it. For 100 blanks, we have, if you're into Doctor Who, there's a collection of fantastic Doctor Who memorabilia up for grabs courtesy of the BBC amongst other companies. And for 150 blanks, we have an exciting day out to the good old Madame Tussauds Waxworks Museum in London, where you'll discover all the famous faces everyone will know and take a photo of. And that includes the Prime Ministers too, no surprise. And now that I've shown off all the prizes, I'm now going to say, Quackers, reveal the legend please.
Oh dear. Why do I always get these jobs?
Blank, bar. Now before you say anything, we'd better leave the answers to the panelists here. Which one are you going to play with first?
Well, because he liked my moustache in the first place, I'll go for Grub Bug first.
How about chocolate bar as my answer? I'd like to make something with that later.
Ah, simply delicious. Now for the second one.
Mickey, please.
Gold bar, maybe? If you chose that one, you'd be rich in an instant. And now for the third answer. Which puppet panelist are you going to choose now?
Peggy Patch, please, Brianna.
If there's one thing me and Poppy would have liked to have a go on in the playground stop, it'll have to be the monkey bars. They're part of a slide, you know.
Ah, the good old times when me and Brian were small bunnies at a playground. I don't know if we were to fit on that slide now, because we have big bodies, and we'd get stuck. At least Peggy and Poppy have never had that problem, as far as I know. So Anthony, are you going to pick one of 3 answers that have been revealed by our panelists, or are you gonna think of one of your own?
I'll go for chocolate bar as my answer.
Okay, sure thing. Now let's see what's really on the super match overall. For 50 blanks, there's monkey bar. For 100 blanks, there's gold bar. And for 150 blanks, there's surprise, surprise, chocolate bar.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well done, my friend, you've got the top answer, which means you've won the tickets to Madame Tussauds. How do you feel?
I'm quite relieved for that, thank you.
Now that's perfect. Now you can take a selfie with the Beatles or Her Majesty the Queen. Have fun, won't you? Cheerio. Cheerio, Anthony.
Ah, goody good. 2 new contestants have come to play with us. Michael, an optician from Shropshire, and Hannah, a stay-at-home mum from Oxfordshire. Oh my. First we've just seen Anthony the hairdresser with a trendy moustache, Now we've discovered Michael the optician has a big beard. Does everyone like it?
Oh, yes,
Ha,
please.
ha, ha.
Oh, thanks ever so much. Well, a lot of people liked my beard very much over the years. Some people thought I'd look better off as a jungle explorer, judging by the fact of what I look like. And even one person thought I looked like Brian Blessed. Of course, I'm rubbish at impressions, so I can't do one for you all.
Here we go again, dears. Anyway, tell us what you like about your job being an optician.
Well, it's wonderful for me, and that's also because of the happy customers I have who can't see well and so on.
Very nice indeed. Us rabbits don't always have to go to the optician. Because we've all got excellent eyesight when we eat our carrots. Even my husband has good eyesight too. By the way, Brian, if you're watching this, I love you. Now, what do you like to do in your spare time?
I sometimes enjoy reading through books that teach you more about jobs, because that's what makes me more educated.
Yes, I understand. Keep up the good work. And now, Hannah, you like relaxing at home and looking after children, you know. That means you're a trained babysitter as well, right?
Yes, I am. I like doing that very much, and I especially telling the children stories, cook the tea for them, and watching them play outside.
Bless those kids. And I don't need to tell you what you like doing at your spare time, because I know you just like relaxing and doing good things. Fair enough for any game show host. Alright, I'm sure you know how the game works by now, so let's get going with you lot. We start off with you, Michael. Would you like to have A or B?
I'll go for B, please.
B it shall be then. Here we go. I'm a bit worried about our new player, says the Chelsea manager. Every time we score a goal, he not only kisses the scorer, he kisses the blanks as well. I'm a bit worried about our new player, says the Chelsea manager. Every time we score a goal, he not only kisses the scorer, he kisses the blanks as well.
Why not me? I am looking cute tonight after all.
Probably, but that's definitely not the answer we're looking for, you know. Oh, I've a feeling you already know what you're gonna say as your answer, Michael. I've said this once, and I'll say it again. I'm a bit worried about our new player, says the Chelsea manager. Every time we score a goal, he not only kisses the scorer, he kisses the blanks as well.
Some of their team?
Oh come on, ref, that must be a good choice for you. Now let's see what the others have written down. Pretty much everyone, except Woof Woof and Twinkle, who both said goalie or goalkeeper for a longer name, so we won't add them in, I'm afraid.
Oh, no! Why?
I'm sorry, Twinkle, but that's the way it is. Now it's your turn, Hannah. Come on, get some health and strength into yourself. Would you like to have A or B?
I'll have B, please, Brianna.
B again it shall be. And here's a new question that's been sent in recently from someone we know. Here we go. Bob the Builder has a digger called Scoop. Scoop's friend Benny calls him Big Banana when he visits him, but not today, because he called him Big Blank. I wonder if you'll know about that. Take your time, Hannah. Bob the Builder has a digger called Scoop. Scoop's friend Benny calls him Big Banana when he visits him, but not today, because he called him Big Blank. Oh, and while you're writing your answer there, Peggy Patch, I just wonder how many times you got tickled in some episodes of Play Days.
Oh, not a lot, I would say.
Well, you'll be surprised when you look back at this. Check it out.
What are you doing, Why? Not a lot. Come here, Peggy.
Hello, you three. Hello. Oh, I could tickle you. I'm so pleased. Thanks ever so much, Peggy.
Those were the days when it was a lot better.
Right, that's it. I'm gonna tickle you next, Dusty and Mickey.
Oh my, I didn't see that coming, did you? Anyways, while they over there are tickling themselves, I'll say this question again. Bob the Builder has a digger called Scoop. Scoop's friend Benny calls him Big Banana when he visits him, but not today, because he called him Big blank.
This'll make them laugh. Big banana.
Well, pull my whiskers and bite my carrots, you know that very well. That's definitely a correct choice, and a correct answer from all the gang. Here it is to give you proof. So now, as things stand for that last normal round, Michael has 4 points, and Hannah has the total 6. So Hannah, would you like to join me for the super match? Well, Michael, I'm afraid you'll have to go, but at least you don't go away empty-handed, of course. You go away with the good old Blankety Blank checkbook and pen like the one from the good old days. Why, of course it is. Good news, Hannah, you're ready to play the super match game now, but before that, reveal a legend. Blank, patch. I think we know someone who's gonna get a good answer for that one. Who are you going to pick first, Hannah?
I'd like to go for Woof Woof, please, Brianna.
I don't recall much about going to the McDonald's farm vegetable patch, much.
Good, good. What next?
Grub Bug, please.
Patty. Patch. Ha.
Great, now we know why this puzzle is so easy. It's obvious what the answer would be.
And lastly, I'll go for Dusty.
Oh, what about Eye Patch? You wear it on your head and you'll then think you're a pirate. Ha ha.
Now Hannah, would you like to pick any of those answers, or are you going to think of one of your own?
I'm going to stick with Woof Woof's vegetable patch, thank you.
That'll be nice for my carrots to be planted in. Now let's see what there is overall. For 50 blanks, there's pumpkin patch, no surprise. For 100 blanks, there's eye patch. And for 150 blanks, there's... I hope it's the answer you've said to us. Yes, it is. Well done, Hannah, because you've got the top answer. You also win tickets to Madame Tussauds in London.
That's wonderful, thanks, Brianna.
You're gonna love it there, let me tell you. Big round of applause for Hannah. I'm glad both of our contestants got the top prize at the end. But it's not over yet. Let's invite the other thriving contestant to win an even better prize in the head-to-head final. Anthony, come on down. What happens in the head-to-head final is, the contestant who had the most blanks gets to play the super match again, but this time, he or she chooses one of the celebrities who writes down their answer to a word, blank, phrase. The player then gives their answer, and if they match, they double up their blanks for a more valuable prize. Matching the 150 blank answer winning the head-to-head final wins the star prize. Now that you've got tickets to Madame Tussauds, how do you fancy winning a new car as our star prize to go with it? It's a Ford Fiesta. And a Riva. Anyway, you know what to do by now, my friend, so who would you like to play with in the head-to-head final?
I'd fancy a go with Twinkle, please. I don't think she wants to be left out.
Oh, good choice. I hope you're ready, and I do hope you win more than what you've bargained for, as well as the tickets. Lights out if you please. Your question for the head-to-head final is, Jelly, blank. Take your time. Okay, it's been 10 seconds. I do hope you've got a good answer, and I'm sure Twinkle has it in mind already. Fingers crossed. To win the car, you've just chosen jelly.
Fish. Jellyfish.
I've got it right.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, it's happened for you, Anthony. Not only do you win the tickets to Madame Tussauds, but you also win our star prize, the brand new Ford Fiesta.
Thanks, Brianna.
Give Anthony a big round of applause, everyone. Hooray! And to our special pack of panelists. Well, that concludes another Blankety Blank show for another Blankety Blank week. I'm Brianna the Bunny Rabbit, and I shall see you again for another Blankety Blank special at the same Blankety Blank time next Blankety Blank week. Or why not see me on Bright Lunch if you're not interested? Anyways, until next time. Cheerio.
Ha